this is Russ. Yeah, I'm back in the car again. Time's at 10:34 a.m. 77 degrees outside on a Monday. I'm leaving Costco. So anyway, I was watching some videos this morning and yesterday, and got me thinking. We have to go around this truck here. The truck is taking up the entire space. All right, that's okay. We'll go around them. All right. So anyway, I was watching YouTube and watching some videos, and you ever seen these videos where they tell you stories? Yeah, stories like little Jackie wanted to tell you about her Aunt Taylor. I'm making up the name, and she wanted to tell her friends in school that she had an aunt, and her aunt was Taylor Swift. Okay, now the story starts out sounding pretty good, right? And then they have some photos of Taylor Swift with a little girl in a classroom situation with the teacher. Well, basically what happened, it said that the little kids wouldn't believe her, and then of course Taylor Swift comes in, and then they're all shocked and amazed, and she sings a song for them. Okay, that could be a real story, right? That's possible. If somebody said to me, my aunt is so and so, and then you kind of like, really, and then the aunt comes in and it happens to be the person. Yeah, okay. Then I watched another video, and it had something similar to that. Little Johnny, I'm making this up again, goes someplace, tells all the kids that his uncle is so and so, and nobody believes him until the uncle shows up. I'm going, wait a minute. Which of these stories is real? Okay. Now here's the thing, they have a photo of the little girl with Taylor Swift, but it's so easy now to AI generate something, right? How do you know what's real and what's not real? Okay. Or how about these stories? John had a difficult life. He passes away. But on his way to heaven, he meets Saint so-and-so. I mean, come on. All right, come on. How many of these stories have you seen or read before? Okay. Makes you wonder, who generates these type of stories? Anyone can make up a story. I could make up a story, about something, and is it real? Is it not real? It's starting to make you wonder. And a lot of these too, you can kind of tell they're probably one of these types of stories, because the channel name is kind of like Amazing Stories or something. I mean, how do these people find up all these stories, right? I watched also recently, although being a Christian and watching some of these things are probably not good, but I did anyway. I couldn't stop. I had to look. I had to say, okay, come on. All right, with all these goofy stories, and based on the season coming up, I says, let me look at some of these horror stories these people put up. You ever look at those on YouTube? Yeah, I had a guy bought the house, moved in there, everything was fine until about 3 weeks later. Then the ghosts started to appear. Come on. Really? Come on. He was a friendly ghost. He didn't want to hurt anybody, but he wanted his presence known. Come on. So then you got to watch another one, right? Just find out what it is. Sometimes you watch these videos, then they do these jump scares. The jump scares. Yeah, everything's quiet, and all of a sudden, boom. Try to scare you. I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, there's some entertainment value in it. I mean, if you believe in it, that's another story. But if you don't believe in it, it's kind of funny, actually. I think when I was younger, there was no way I would have liked to watch those type of things. As I get older, I kind of watch them. I go, come on. Who are you trying to kid? Here's an interesting thing, though. And maybe some of you do, too. Maybe some of you guys believe in it, too. I don't know. I think I told this story before. I'm not sure if I told it here or I told it on the Russ is Right channel, but I remember, when I was teaching photography and I asked, some guy asked me, how do you photograph ghosts? Remember that? Yeah, I think I told you guys here. Yeah, he wasn't kidding. He was actually serious. And then I asked the class, not that particular class, other classes, how many of you guys believe in ghosts? You'd be surprised how many people actually raise their hand and believe in ghosts. That's when I kind of said, okay, I really can't talk about this topic anymore. I mean, because I don't believe in it. So now others have said, being a Christian, you should believe in ghosts because there's an afterlife and all that. Okay, all right, but here's the thing, I don't believe in the hauntings and things like that. But if you look at things like The Exorcist, remember that thing really scared me when I was a little kid. I think I was a sophomore in high school. Yeah, couldn't go to school the next day. I just couldn't sleep the night before. I was just so tired out. Anyway, so every time around Halloween time period, within the month or so of Halloween, you start getting these ghost story things kind of show up on your YouTube thing because they want you to see it, right? Yeah, if you're into it, go ahead and take a look at it. If you're not into it, go and look at it anyways because it gives you a good laugh. I'm sorry, I don't believe in these ghost stories, but it's interesting, because they do put a big effort to try to make it look good. So, I mean, recently there was one about what did they call it? Is it Annabelle doll? Is that her name, Annabelle? I don't know. They said that the doll is cursed, and anyone who's touched it and done whatever with it usually ends up dying, okay? And then recently, some guy took the Annabelle doll. He touched it, of course. He took it on a tour, and then a couple weeks later, he died. Yeah, I mean, the guy did die. It's not like he didn't die, but was it the Annabelle doll that caused that? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. They have it under a case and everything so that people can't touch it and things. Supposedly it's cursed. I don't know the story behind it, but it makes for a good story either way. But the guy did die. It's not like he didn't. All right. It's a recent thing, actually. And then you see these other stories, right? So between the horror story type Halloween things and these basic stories like actually I saw a short today. I don't know how they generated it, but it's Taylor Swift saying that she's broken up with Travis Kelce because he was a lousy football player or something like that. It looks like her. It really does. Come on, that's AI generated, you know that. But it's amazing how many things are now generated that way, and they're done so well that you could easily say, wow, I saw it. It actually happened. It's getting to the point now you start wondering, what's real, what's not real anymore. Yeah. Oh, you know what I saw recently? Part of my package of my internet is with Xfinity. I don't buy their cable services or anything. I just use the internet. They give you free Peacock. Yeah, you can look on Peacock. And Peacock just released, well, I don't know if it just released, but I saw an email come to me saying, hey, the Megan 2.0 came out on Peacock. I go, oh, I got to see that because I saw Megan, the original one with my daughter. I think she had it on Prime or something like that for Amazon. So we watched that together. We thought it was kind of cute. Murderously cute. And so anyways, I says, well, they got it here. I gotta watch that. I gotta see the sequel. See what Megan is gonna do to the other robot, because the other robot is out to destroy the world or something. I don't know. So I watched that. I kind of felt bad because I kind of said, oh, I'm sure my daughter would probably want to watch it too, but she doesn't have Peacock. And who knows when she's coming over to our place. So I says, forget it. I'm just going to watch it on my own. And if she wants to see it with me, we'll watch it again. But yeah, that was kind of fun. Yeah, okay. Here's what I see about Megan. Megan is basically is the modern day Chucky, right? I thought the Chucky movies were pretty funny too. Some people are freaked out by Chucky. How could you be freaked out by Chucky? Come on. It's a little doll with a little knife. Yep. Chucky. Alright, anyways, that's all I really wanted to say today. Find out from you guys. Do you guys believe in this stuff? Do you watch that stuff? Go watch a couple of them just for the fun of it. Just for kicks. No, I don't know. I'd ruin movies for you if you sat there and watched movies with me, because I'd sit there and laugh at it. I'd laugh at it and I'd go, come on. You want us to believe that? But, the whole point is it's for entertainment value. Everyone's got their little thing, I don't know. I think it's funny. Let me know what you think. Do you think those things are funny? Do you think those things are scary? Do you watch those things? Do you avoid watching those things? Yeah. Yeah, well, what are you going to do? Sometimes you watch things you shouldn't be watching. That's true. I shouldn't have been watching that stuff. But, okay, here's some other things I like watching. Okay. True crime type shows on Netflix or something like that. They can, I watched the Gabby Petito one when it first came out. It's been out for a while now. I mean, that case was on television so long, everyone talking about it. So when they came out with the movie, I had to see it. Had to see what they had to say about the case. I'll watch stuff like that, and I think it's only because of my former background. So I have an interest to find out, what's the evidence on this? What happened? Why is the case going the way it's going? That type of thing. So, all right, we got to move over here. We got ambulance coming on the opposite direction. Even so, you have to move over and slow down or stop or something like that. It's a fire department. And some guys don't move over at all. Like there's a car on the other lane. He didn't move over. Anyways, let me know if you watch shows like that. The Menendez brothers case. What else is out there on Netflix? There's the Oklahoma bombing stuff, and I haven't watched them all, but eventually I probably will. Or something about Jeffrey Dahmer or something like that. I've seen a lot of things. There's another one now currently on Charles Manson, right? These are things that I'll watch only because of my background. If it wasn't for my background, I probably wouldn't bother to watch those things. But I want to see how the case developed and how the police, kind of evidence that they find, that type of thing. So I have a different type of perspective on these things. I actually had to do a report on the Manson murders when I was in school. They write this long report thing about the thing. First I had to read the book. Can't remember what they call it, but it was about Charles Manson and the murders and everything. I had to write a big report on it and everything. But anyways, let me know what kind of stuff you watch, and do you watch that kind of thing too? If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. I'll talk to you guys next time.